Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 26 for 2026. So all the books I would like to read in 2026. This is excluding manga, comics, and light novels just because I felt like that would just be too much. So let's start off with one I've already read, which is Saint by Sierra Simone. This is a male-male romance between a monk and his ex-boyfriend, and it's a second chance. I really enjoyed it, so that's one down. Then we have Stone Butch Blues. This is about a he-him lesbian, and it's a piece of like activist literature that I've been wanting to read. I got it last year. Then we have, oh, that's by Leslie Feinberg. Then we have The Three Musketeers by Alexander Dumas. Last year I read The Count of Monte Cristo and really enjoyed it, so I thought I'd pick up one of his other books. So I can't wait to read this. Then I have a lot of sequels on this list just because I want to finish series I've started. So one of those is The Hunger of the Gods, which is book 2 in the Shadow of the Gods series. Is that what it's called? The Bloodsworn series, which is like Viking fantasy. It's really good. The female main characters in it are very strong, and like, you know, most men don't really know how to write a female character, but John Gwynne definitely knows how to. Next is a cozy mystery called Death by Dumpling by Vivian Sheen. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a cozy mystery. It takes place in a noodle shop, and I guess like most cozy mysteries, each book you follow a different murder, and like it's the same main character trying to figure out like, oh, what's going on. So I'm really excited for this. And I have some sci-fi, which is Pandora's Star by Peter F. Hamilton. This one takes place in the year 2380. It's 600 worlds interconnected by a web of transport tunnels. Just like classic, I don't know if it's considered classic, but like classic space opera pretty much, so that's exciting. Let's see what else. I have some more sci-fi. This one is classic sci-fi. Let's Make Room by Harry Harrison. This is what the movie Soylent Green is based on, I believe, and I love that movie. It is so good. Me and my dad quote it all the time. But this one is about a world that has too many people and not enough food. So I wonder what they do. I know what they do, but you guys can wonder. I got some more sci-fi. If you didn't know, I love sci-fi. We have Network Effect by Martha Wells. This is one of the Murderbot novels. I don't know which one this is. My cat's knocking over my books. Let's see. This is like the 4th or the 5th one. I'm not too sure. Maybe the 6th one. This is about a robot that takes over her or his programming. I always thought it was a girl for some reason. I miss like the part where it explained that it's like masculine. So I always thought Murderbot was a girl. I don't know, she just gives girly vibes. And then I watched the TV show, which is really good. I highly recommend. Let's see. Next is actually next month's book club pick for me and my friend's book club, and that's Rolf for Romance, which is about tabletop gamers, which I love. I love tabletop games, and like, look how cute that cover is. Adorable. Can't wait. Let's see what else we got here. We got The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. We all know it. We all love it. I haven't read it, so I'll be reading it. But he wakes up one morning as a big bug. Who doesn't want to wake up as a big bug? Next, we have more sci-fi. I really scoured my sci-fi shelf because I am trying not to buy books this year. So instead, I'm trying to use the library and read books I already have. That's the goal. But I can still get books from Book of the Month. So next we have Shift. This is book 2 in the Silo series by Hugh Howey. So the first book, it takes place like in this underground silo. It's like hundreds of layers deep. People can't go outside into like the air because it's toxic, and that's kind of what it sets it up. So I believe this one takes place way before that, and it's about how they got there, like what happened to make Earth so like potent. Eyes of the Void by Adrian Tchaikovsky. This is a part of the Final Architecture series, which is about it's been a minute since I read it, but I believe there's this guy, and he is a type of navigator where he can navigate through black holes. I think that's what happens. Second book in the series, though, you know, trying to beat out those series. The series, I've got Empire of the Dawn by J. Kristoff. I read the second book last year and I really enjoyed it, and I want to finish off the series. About vampires, it's very guy fantasy, I guess, but both the first book and the second book made me cry, so I can't wait to read this one. And yes, let's take a moment for the dust jacket. Beautiful. I met him, so yeah, that book sleeve is from his book tour. One more series, Death's In by Cision 6, I don't know how to pronounce it, Liu. This is part of the 3 Body Problem series. Really good. Final book. About alien invasion. Nothing, just simple alien invasion. Next up, we have Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. My dad really wants me to read this book, so I decided, you know what? Doesn't hurt, you know? Let's get a little Cormac McCarthy in our brain. I've never read him, but I would like to. This one says it's based on historical events that took place on the Texas-Mexico border in the 1850s. Epic novel, 14-year-old kid. Okay, about Indian scalpers, or Native American scalpers, whatever it's called, I'm not sure. Next we have another romance, which is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. If you don't know, I love Ali Hazelwood. She's probably my favorite traditionally published romance author, so I'm really excited to read this one. It's another of her Stimonist books, so I'm sure it will be fun and follow the same format as the others. Next up, we have another sci-fi, which is Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. I love Octavia Butler. I think she is a fantastic author. This one's about global climate change and economic crises lead to social chaos in the early 2020s. Wow, that's gonna be fun. I'm sure of it. We've got a lot of sci-fi in here, Jesus. A Fire Upon the Deep by Werner Vinge. This is about, I believe, a spaceship crashes on a planet and it's 2 kids that survive and they have to figure out how to like survive or something. I'm not sure. I've had that book for years. I just never got around to it. Next up we got a big boy. Big floppy boy. That is The Stand by Stephen King. This is the unabridged version, or uncut, complete and uncut. This is dystopian, I think. Dystopian, plague, yeah. I want to read more King this year. I want to get into his expanded world because I felt like that would be kind of fun. Next up is another thing to finish off a series, which is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. First book was about the heist, and I'm not sure how it ended because it's been like 4 years since I've read it, but I enjoyed it much more than Shadow and Bone. Next up we have some nonfiction, which is Midnight in Chernobyl, just about the Chernobyl disaster of reactor number 4. I want to get some nonfiction in this year. I feel like that would be good for me. Another romance we've got here is Barbarian Lover by Ruby Dixon. It's part of the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I would really like to get back into it and like see, but sometimes it's a little too spicy for me, if I'm being honest. And then we have another J. Kristoff, which is Nevernight. I'm not exactly sure what this is about. It says assassins, I guess, vengeance. Average J. Kristoff, you know, probably gonna have lots of cursing in it. And then we have this little vintage book called Under the Fang, and it's edited by Robert McGannon, which I love. I love a collection of vampire stories. I felt like that would be fun. And then we have Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight, which is a Mafia Why Choose. I love K.A. Knight. She was the first romance author I ever read from. And I'm surprised I haven't read this one yet, because this is obviously her most popular one. And last but certainly not least, we have Clown in the Cornfield 2, which I reviewed Clown in the Cornfield 1 on my channel a few years ago, back when I started, and I just never picked up the second book, and now there's a fourth one coming out, and a movie, and all this shit. But yeah, that is all the books I plan to read in 2026.